What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Sports Sidebar Podcast. You're tuned in with your boy Rich, and I'm here with my buddies Tom and JD, and we're about to get this thing started. Let's go.
And oh man, we survived another week. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, Rich. How you doing?
Doing fantastic, man. Showed you we survived another guillotine week, but did take an L in fantasy. But my other in our other league, I don't know, I forgot who I was playing. They put up like 160, so there's nothing I can do about that. Honestly, there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to take your loss and move on.
Yeah. As long as I have a better record than Tom, it's a happy week, man. So, how's everything on your end?
Yeah, man, no complaints. Yeah, barely survived the ninth this week. Wasn't sure when I went to bed if I was gonna be in the league still when I got up, but I made it. We're here and ready to roll.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, let's get right into it, man. We had the week 2 of the NFL wrap up on the Thursday night schedule. The Thursday night game, we had the Commanders versus the Packers. Packers, they proved that they're one of the best teams in the NFC. Looks like Commanders have a few things to figure out. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, the Packers definitely look good. I think we thought that before for this game, but yeah, I think that sort of cemented it for me, and they could definitely see a deep playoff run if they can stay healthy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I know they lost Reed. I think he's out for the season. I mean, they got enough.
Yeah, I don't think he's out for the year. They said they did surgery on the collarbone and foot, and he's just out indefinitely. Collarbone's usually at least 4 or 5 weeks, so yeah, I'd imagine he's out for a little bit at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, I still feel like they got enough weapons that offensively they're not really gonna miss a beat. Defensively, like I said, they're looking like one of the top defensive teams in the league. With the addition of Parsons, and they're still figuring them out. I mean, they're definitely going to be a dangerous team. So it's going to be interesting see the situation to see between them and the Lions, who can keep above one another come playoff time to get the home field advantage.
Yep.
And then on the Sunday games, we had the Giants versus the Cowboys. Giants were playing with my heart. It looks like they were about to win. I didn't want them to win, but then it looked like, I mean, you could not, not root against Malik Neighbors. He was out there being a dog. Had almost, I think, like 170 yards receiving. Russell was actually cooking, and then I guess he turned his eye off the stove and burnt the food at the end, man. But I mean, I don't know why people are still high on the Cowboys. I think offensively they're going to be pretty good, but defensively, I don't think they're going to be able to stop anybody.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. It was definitely probably the most entertaining game of the weekend, I would say. But yeah, you got to be able to stop people. It was kind of interesting how they were using Jackson Dart too, kind of coming in and out. But yeah, it was definitely a fun fourth quarter. I think there was 41 points in the fourth quarter, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, man, they were just going back and forth, and Neighbors catch that bomb pass through 2 defenders. And then the Cowboys go down and hit like a 60-plus yard field goal to send it to overtime. It looks like it looked like the Giants had it in overtime, man. And
I know.
Boy Russ, he just threw up an air ball and got picked off.
That was a weird throw. Like why are we doing this kind of thing? But yeah, I think other than that, I thought that it was definitely a fun game to watch.
Had some bright spots, like I said, between Neighbors. I like what Scatterboo was doing out there. But, I mean, defensively, Burns looking good. I'm interested to see if they can get the other guys more involved. I hope they get some sacks like Carter and some of the other guys. So, but, ultimately, the Giants going to be a few picks away before being a playoff team. So, it's looking at the mock drafts now, man.
You getting ready?
Yeah, getting ready, man. Looks like Arch is not doing too good, so he's probably going to stay another year. So we're just going to build up the other positions, man. And then we had the Bills versus the Jets. Bills went ahead. They won this game. Jets were struggling offensively. I know Fields went out for a little bit. It was a little, I ain't gonna lie, it was a little letdown, man. I thought we was gonna see another Jets versus Pittsburgh type game, and it just wasn't that, man.
Yeah, I thought that, especially with Ed Oliver out, the Jets could start to get some offense going, but it just never started, never got going. It was ugly, but yeah, and then Fields going down with concussion, he'll be out this week, so not a great weekend for the Jets. And then again, their defense couldn't really stop anybody. So yeah, this is the life of a Jets fan. So you're coming off a little bit of a high week one, offense looked good, defense struggled, but we could figure the defense out. And then offense stinks and the defense stinks week two. So back to square one.
Yeah, man. I'm interested to see when the defense is gonna pick up. Being that you guys have a defensive coach, seems like something is missing. I'm not sure if they're not picking up the schemes yet, or they're still trying to figure out who's gonna be who defensively.
Yeah. Yep.
And then we had the Jaguars versus the Bengals. Popping my head in and out just to see if the Bengals could go 2-0. They did, but unfortunately it cost them. Joe Burrow went down with a toe injury. He'll be out about 3 months. I mean, despite the Jaguars, getting a bunch of interceptions on the backup quarterback, they still cannot win this game.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was weird because I didn't feel like that Jake Browning played all that well, but he had a good last drive there. And then obviously the play that people were talking about after was the 4th and 5 from, I don't know what it was, like the 8-yard line or something, with Liam Cohen going for the kill to end the game instead of kicking the field goal, which I could go back and forth on. I don't mind the call to go for it, but obviously when it doesn't work, it gets second guessed.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't fault the guy for trying to get a win, right? But
Right.
I mean,
Right.
and in the same instance, I think he can afford to do this his first year as a head coach. Also, it's not like this is like it's not like this is a game that's later on in the season that's going to determine the playoff out. Like,
Sure.
It's like you're fighting for the wild card, and if you were to win it to overtime, you gave yourself a better chance. Well, hopefully this doesn't come to bite them in the end, but I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how both these teams fare out for the rest of the year. And then we had the Bears versus the Lions. I was definitely interested in this game, being I had Gibbs as one of my fantasy running backs. And then I wanted to see the Bears cook up, man. They got Caleb. They got a new head coach, Ben Johnson, who was the old Bears offensive coordinator. And it looks like the Lions went out there. They took this game personal, man. And the Bears just got slapped around pretty much.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much that's what happened. It did seem like it was going to be a game for a minute there, but yeah, then the Lions pulled away and never looked back.
Yeah, I think like freaking Brown, who I went against, he had like 40 points. Then like all the other
he was
guys,
awesome.
Yeah, everybody on offense went off, which was kind of funny. But defensively, I mean, the Bears they're going to be in trouble. They don't really have much of a run game, so it's not like they're going to be able to control, the tempo when they're playing some of these other high-powered offenses.
Yeah.
Defensively, they're not too good, so it doesn't seem like the Ben Johnson system is translating well with Caleb. So I'm gonna be honest, I can get him up out of there. But I think ultimately it's going to be the running back situation that's going to propel them into the next gear. So
yeah, Caleb is I don't think he's like terrible, but he's definitely not. So far he hasn't done anything that drives confidence that he can win you football games, right?
no, that's what I say. It's like he's like a game manager. That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
And compared to like him coming out of college or him in college, he was like people were comparing him to Patrick Mahomes. He was like the
Oh yeah.
poor man's Patrick Mahomes. But in the NFL, he's not even that. Right? He's just really not putting up any offense. He's not really throwing guys open, or I don't know. It don't seem like he's reading the defense as well. It's just everything is dink and dunk for him. It's not really any long ball situation. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see, like I said, how this it fares out for the Bears for the rest of the year. Because
Hmm.
if Caleb stinks it up, if you're Ben Johnson, I'm going ahead and get my quarterback in the next draft because there's no
Can't wait
way
around.
no way I'm letting my first head coaching job be determined on Caleb Williams right now.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't blame him. I don't think anyone would.
And then we had the Eagles versus the Chiefs. Um, Chiefs Chiefs are 0-2 now. First time in ages. They started the season off like this, but I feel like it's gonna be more struggles for them until they get back some of their guys, being Rice and some other people. So
Yeah, yeah.
um, despite the Eagles winning, I ain't gonna lie, they don't look as potent as they were last year.
It didn't look as good. I agree. I agree.
It's gonna be interesting when the Eagles play some of these other teams, like we mentioned before. They actually are gonna be playing the Rams next week, well this week. So
Hmm.
I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to that game because the Rams are one of the teams that could have beat them. They were a player or two away for beating them in
Yep.
the playoffs, and then we might have a different Super Bowl champion. So
Yeah,
um, I'm definitely looking forward to that matchup.
for sure. Absolutely.
And then Sunday we have the Falcons versus the Vikings. Your boy JJ's not it, man. He's looks like he's injury prone, can't get things done. Falcons take care of business, but I'm still a little disappointed in the Falcons. I felt like I don't know, maybe I'm expecting them to be a lot more potent on offense.
I thought they played well so far. I thought their
I,
defense has looked a lot better than I thought it would be. Yeah, their offense is probably a little slower than we would want, but yeah, I thought that they've looked okay defensively.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just expecting them to be old school Rams type offense where they're getting the ball out to some of these guys, like whether it be Bijan, maybe Pitts. I mean, he's been looking much better this year. Some of the other receivers, or I don't know. But I don't know, man. This is what's the name's first Pink's first year really, full
Yeah,
year. So
yeah,
he's still getting stuff under his belt. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this team fares up against the Buccaneers because that's gonna be the team they got to go through to win this division.
100%.
And then Monday we had a doubleheader. We had the Buccaneers versus the Texans. Buccaneers looking like a playoff team. Texans looking cooked. I ain't gonna lie. It looks like they're struggling on both sides of the ball. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's nothing bad you can say about your boy Mayfield, man.
Yeah, he's got some balls, that's for sure. He's not afraid of the big moment. He's tough as nails, and yeah, it was impressive what he did for sure. But yeah, the Houston is more of the concern, right? Like we thought that CJ maybe had a little bit of down year last year. Thought maybe he could pull it back this year. And so far, not off to a great start there.
No, yeah, I think the offensive line is in flux. The running back situation is kind of not what it is compared to last year.
Hmm.
Hopefully when Mixon comes back, that changes.
Yeah,
And I think the loss of Tank Dell really hurt them.
for sure.
I felt like he was their slot guy that would stretch the field, help out Nico. You couldn't really double Nico. Now you really can. So,
Hmm.
and they
Hmm.
had Diggs, and they had Diggs last year too. So you couldn't
Yep.
really double anybody. So this
Yeah.
year is kind of a little more stagnant version of their offense. So,
Yeah.
hopefully they keep their head above water, and then once guys come back, because that's easily a winnable division. So.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And then the other Monday night game, we had the Chargers versus the Raiders. Looks like the Chargers are putting it together, man. We're waiting on Herbert to, not really Herbert. I feel like it was the rest of the team. We felt like Herbert was doing his thing at times, but they just couldn't put it together. At times, they didn't really give him any weapons. Now he's got some weapons, got a run game. Defense has showed up compared to
Hmm.
some of the past years. They had pretty much the same bunch of guys on defense, but they just couldn't stop anybody. This year, they're doing a lot better. I'm interested to see if they could hold on to this lead and take over that division.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think that they could be dangerous. They're fun to watch. Love to see how the rest of the season kind of plays out for them.
Oh yeah. And then this week, week 3, we got Thursday night games. We got the Dolphins versus the Bills. I ain't gonna lie, the Dolphins about to get smoked out. double grilled, double fried, whatever you want to call it, man. They just not looking good at all, man.
No, not at all. The fact that that game against the Patriots was something. It looked like their offense started to figure it out there a little bit. I don't know if that's more of an indictment on the Patriots defense or what, but yeah, the Dolphins are in trouble, and if they lose here, I think I forget who they have next week, but they could potentially be looking at 0-5, and you might be done with the Mike McDaniel experiment.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure he'll go back to San Francisco or one of those teams.
Sure.
Somebody will pick him up. But I feel like in as far as the Miami is too much of the blame game going on, where
Sure.
nobody's really taking accountability for how they're playing. So
Yeah.
yep. And unfortunately, as the quarterback, all the blame is going to come down to you, which is Tua. He
Yeah.
hasn't been playing that great despite the injuries. Offensively, they do have a few weapons, but I feel like they got a bunch of undersized guys. They're not really imposing their will offensively, right? It's
No.
like
Agreed.
they're kind of like a flash out the pan. Like if they can't get anything off that's flashy, and they got to grind it out, it's gonna be a long day for them. So.
Yep. Absolutely.
And then the Sunday games. I mean, we got Indiana Jones versus the Titans. The new nickname for your boy Danny Dimes. Got the 2-0 Colts taking on the Titans. Potentially be 3-0. I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy for him, man. He's potentially about to be 3-0. He's playing great. Probably the number 2 quarterback as far as fantasy out there. He's doing his thing, man. So
Yeah, he's off to a good start, for sure. It's I'm happy for him. He needed the fresh start probably, and he's taken full advantage of it so far.
Oh yeah, it would be crazy if they won the Super Bowl and then every player that leaves the Giants goes and win the Super Bowl after. But honestly, I also think the owner has something to do with this because she's down there on the sideline. She's taking notes. She's listening to the plays. So it's kind of like when the head boss shows up at the office. Everybody's putting in that work and make sure they're on their P's and Q's. So
yeah,
hopefully they can keep this up for the rest of the year. The division is theirs to lose. I mean, they're pretty much don't got anybody to worry about besides the Texans if they put it together. So I'm keeping my eyes on them, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then we got another doodle bowl right here with the Texans and the Jaguars. Whichever team loses this game is probably going to be in a lottery. It's probably going to be the Jaguars, man. But they ain't got a first round pick. It's going to be the Browns. So I don't know what to tell you, man. This is definitely one of those games I will be skipping. I don't even have nobody on the team to really be invested in the game. So
yeah, this is not on the multi-view, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard pass. And then we got the Rams versus the Eagles, probably one of the games of the week. NFC Championship rematch between these two teams. Honestly, I feel like the Rams offense is probably going to be one of the top offenses by the end of the year. Between Puka, the way Puka is playing,
he's awesome.
Somehow he's like always open. Man. How the hell he's always open? Like
he's awesome to watch, man.
And then Kyron Williams really hasn't got going yet. They kind of forcing the ball to Adams at times, but he's going to catch the ball, so he's getting it done. Boy Stafford's throwing about a little over almost 250 a game. I mean, their defense is young, so they're still figuring that. I won't say they're figuring some things out, but they're a decent young defense. Like I said, man, they're going to be somebody to reckon with come playoff time. So
they are.
And then the Sunday night game, we got 2 0-2 teams. You got the Chiefs versus the Giants. Man, the Giants are going to go out. They're going to put a good show. They're going to fight. The game's going to be semi-close. Somehow, either Russell's going to turn over the ball and give it up, or the Chiefs are going to win by a field goal. I'm calling it now. So if the spread, I don't know what the spread is. Was it 3?
I didn't look at this. I didn't look at it yet. I haven't got to my spreads yet.
Yeah,
I know
would be
the
my
Browns
guess.
are like plus 11.5 to the Packers. So
yeah, that would be my guess, man. It would be like a 3-point game somewhere in between there, man.
6.
Yeah, it could happen.
Like
a 4-point game.
Mhm.
Like they either need to score a touchdown, somebody need to score a touchdown to win, or
Yep.
yeah, I can see that. I can see you, Vegas. Okay. And then Monday night we got the Lions versus the Ravens. This should be a good game. Good test for the Ravens to see if they can
Yeah.
stop the Lions offensively. Ravens defense has been struggling the past few games. And then just to see what the your boy Henry could bounce back, man. He had a terrible showing against the Browns, man.
He did.
Terrible.
He did. My $100 fantasy as a budget free
Was
agent
wasted.
budget was wasted, and it almost cost me my head. Yeah, we'll have to see if he can be better on Monday night. Again, it was I think he just had like 10 carries for 23 yards or something.
Yeah,
He
they
did.
weren't
He
really like
did.
going to him.
He no, and I don't know if it was more one of those things where it was it just got out of hand. They're just like, yeah, no, we'll save him for next week.
Yeah. I mean, either way,
But
it's I mean, it sucks for your fantasy owners, but I mean, it's great for them because then they get to rest guys. So,
yeah,
and then outside that, I mean, I don't think there was anything else in the NFL going on.
no, I think that's it for right now.
Then as far as NBA, not really here. We got about a month away before
Yeah,
they kick off. Kawhi's situation is still unfolding, but honestly, I don't think anything's gonna happen from it.
yeah. They said it could be anything from nothing to millions of dollars in fines to Kawhi getting his contract voided. Like it's just such a wide. Like I don't think anyone knows what the hell to do. So yeah, this will be an interesting ruling because he's not the only one. I'm sure that does this. So uh, if they're going to lay down the law, it'll be see what trickles around the league after that. But they may try and make an example of him and Steve Ballmer.
Well, that's the thing. If they void his contract, is he free? Is he a free agent to go anywhere he wants? Are
I
they?
don't know. It's a good
Are they?
question. Yeah.
Because if that's the case, then that's going to be. See, that's the setup right there. That's the NBA. They setting up. You know why they doing that? If they did that, he gonna go to the Lakers, man. This conspiracy. This conspiracy theory written all over it, man.
I figured you would go there. I know how much you love that Lakers conspiracy.
And either that or he's gonna go to. If he went to Dallas or like
Oh,
or
jeez.
like even I think if he went to the Spurs, that's still dangerous. Dallas, if he went to Dallas, the Spurs, he come to New York. We could move somebody to the bench and put him at the three. Um, put him at the four, man. Because I wonder. I was gonna say I wonder if they void his contract. Like, is he allowed to resign with any team? And then if he is allowed to resign, does he still have like the same like salary restrictions as far as like he's not able to sign for like the same amount of his previous contract, or otherwise the other team will have to pay for the contract or something like that. You know how they do
Hmm.
the buyout situations. Like
Yeah.
what does it fall under? So
Right.
yeah, they definitely should void his contract and let him be a free agent so they can shake up the NBA some more because the NBA needs some headlines right now. They're struggling.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, WNBA playoffs. Forgot about that. They kicked off during the weekend. They got the first round going on right now. I mean, the Liberty are up one zip against the Mercury. Minnesota's up 1-0 against the Valkyrie. They play later tonight. The Fever and the Dream are tied 1-1. It's the best of three for the first round. Then they got the
Hmm.
Storm versus the Aces. They're tied up 1-1. So it's an even little split between some of these playoff teams.
Yeah.
Like I said, I probably feel like the Lynx or the Aces are probably one of the top teams to win it all, if not the Liberty. But I'm gonna wait and see how it plays out because
Hmm.
that's the thing when it's a best of three, you can really get upset in that first round. So
Right.
if you get upset, I mean, it's gonna be a long day, man.
Absolutely.
And then we got MLB. I mean, the hunt for the wild card is on. We got a bunch of teams vying for that wild card spot. Yankees are one of the teams up in there to get that wild card spot. Honestly, if it ended
It's
today,
it's
we're playing Houston first round. If it ended today, right?
yeah.
That's our nemesis. So that's not gonna look good, man.
Yeah. Houston. Yep. Defended today.
I mean,
And
that's
the Red Sox would get Seattle.
I don't. Yeah, it's not. Come on, man. Just.
Not
I
ideal.
mean, no. I mean, Dodgers versus the Mets. That would be a fun one if it ended today.
Yeah,
You know, it's crazy if let's say it ended today and they played Houston, the other teams they would have to face, they can beat and get to the World Series. But
probably.
somehow they're gonna lose to either Detroit or Boston or maybe, yeah, that if they don't lose to Houston, that's gonna be the team that either lose to Detroit or Boston.
Yeah, I don't see them losing to the Red Sox in a 4 games. Sorry, 5 game series. I can definitely see Detroit because their pitching is good. But yeah, it's Houston is definitely the arch nemesis um, that they just can't get around, and you never want to see them in the playoffs.
Freaking out Tuve and short ass motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, honestly, I don't even want to watch baseball right now. So,
Yeah.
well, I'll keep my fingers crossed they get past the first round. I can't be too invested with the Yankees right now.
No, no, I hear you.
And then NHL, we still about a month away. I guess I'm going to be doing the hockey fantasy. I know you bowed out.
Well, I
My,
said I'd be in if it was going to be 10 people. I'm not doing it with 14 guys.
yeah, it's
Like
just too many people.
that's too much. Too many people.
I didn't ask about the format. I don't think you really answered about the format. So honestly, I feel like this might be my last go around with hockey. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it just gets a little old for me. Like I don't know. I like watching hockey. I don't follow enough teams like other sports to know pickups and all that stuff. So
Oh no, I just watch YouTube videos. That's how I won like the previous year, the year before, and I went to the finals last year. So
yeah,
and then I mean PGA, we still got the Ryder Cup coming up in another week or so.
yeah.
Um,
Next Friday kicks off. Yep.
so I mean, there's nothing really else going on in the sports world. So
Nope. It's football and baseball right now, and football still wins that battle.
oh, yeah. And then it's that time again, ladies and gentlemen. We got another edition of JD's Bites and Brew. What you got for us?
All right. So this week did a lasagna, but it wasn't your standard lasagna. So the meat was the same. So I just did some sausage and ground beef, some lean ground beef in started to put that on the stove, got that going, browned up, and then went to diced up some onions, threw those in, a little bit of garlic in there as well, and then added some diced tomatoes and jar of marinara sauce. So that was kind of the meat sauce base. Obviously, boiled the lasagna noodles, but for the cheese, what I did was cottage cheese, light sour cream, egg, and mozzarella, and some shredded mozz. Stirred that all together, and that was essentially the cream, or the instead of using ricotta, that was like the cheese layer. So yeah, from there it was pretty straightforward, similar to lasagna. Meat sauce on the bottom, layer of noodles, cheese sauce, meat sauce, and then did that all the way to the top, and then topped it off with some more of the shredded mozzarella on top. And baked it 25 minutes covered, 20 minutes uncovered, and voila, had a nice lasagna to eat all week.
I ain't gonna lie, lasagna's a great dish, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I go back and forth on it. Like this one was good. I usually just get tired of it quickly. So I had it 3 days this week. So I've hit my max lasagna for a while. But yeah, it's all the things you like, right? It's cheese, meat, and pasta. How can you go wrong?
Yeah, man. It's like I don't want to say like a standard dish, but like it's just it's like the best of both worlds as far as like like an Italian dish with meat and pasta. And you got your cheese and your sauce. pretty much
Yeah,
like, but it's like a cake. It's like a lasagna cake. I don't know, like an Italian cake kind of. But I mean,
yeah. It's pretty straightforward. Pretty easy going. So, yeah, I mean, it's tasty. I don't know. I get tired of it. I had a lot of pasta and meat sauces growing up, so when I go through stages where I just like can't even look at it, but was in the mood for a good lasagna, and this one was pretty good.
yeah, but I also feel, or maybe it's for me, like I feel like lasagna is not like a dish I have often. So like when I do eat it, it's like
Right, right.
I'm not
Yeah,
I'm not really tired of it because I haven't had it in such a long time. So
yeah, yeah. No, that's fair.
and then what you guys drink that down with?
All right, so I went to a brewery in town, Middle James. We'll be there again this Saturday. But they had a new IPA on tap, new New England IPA. It's called Talk to Me Juice. So it's an IPA, hazy IPA, and it's one of the they brewed with one of their employees for the employee's son Maverick who passed away. That's why it's Talk to Me Juice. But yeah, it's got like again some of my favorite hops. You got Galaxy Citra. It adds Nelson, which adds a little bit of sweetness, and then the Mosaic hops as well. Pops in at 6.5%. Again, it pours a nice hazy, yellowish orange color. The taste was great. Yeah, and no complaints from my end. Flavorful, good on the back end. All of it. Very solid IPA. I'm gonna give it an 8.0 because it breaks that barrier and it's a redrinker for sure.
Ooh, we back, baby. 8.0 for all you haters.
All
Um,
the haters.
but I mean that's great, man. I love when you get one of those I won't say sleepers, but one of those pleasant surprises. Definitely gonna have to add that to the top of the list now. Um, being that it was a bunch of sevens before, but now we got this baby. So
Hmm.
that sounds great, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it was good. Now I gotta get some of those drinks you sent over so I can review those for next week.
Oh, which one's the one I sent you?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that guy was going crazy for those. I was like, oh,
I know.
but all right, man. So we're gonna see about this, man. We're gonna see about this. And then there's JD's Bites and Brew, everybody. And then this week for the BRRs, we got our normal shows that we're watching, which include Dexter. I like it. Reminds me of the old Dexter TV show. Has a feel to it. They got a lot of heavy hitters as far as actors in there. Um, I mean, I can't complain about it. So
Yeah.
I'm sure other people will find something to complain about it. Um, and then we got Alien Earth. They're about to hit the season finale next week. Great show, especially if you follow the Alien series.
Hmm.
Um, they're doing a great job of giving us story as well as the different characters and giving us some alien in between. This is kind of like before first Alien movie takes
Okay.
place. So you're kind of seeing why they sent the ship out to space to find the alien in the first place, or to bring the alien back, or like why the company did. So, but they let us know it's like 4 or 5 companies. So the one that we see the movie is the Whalen, I won't say Foundation, but Whalen. That's the company, whatever. Um, but the show is probably going to give us the other companies throughout the other seasons,
Hmm.
because pretty much, even though stuff is going on in space, we didn't have no idea what was really going on Earth. So we got Task, new show on HBO. I was a little hesitant in watching this because it's kind of like Dope Thief. That's a show
Okay.
on Apple, pretty much about guys that rob drug dealers. This one's kind of the same thing, but obviously it's with HBO, so they're giving you more drama. Um,
Yeah.
but honestly, I'm liking the show. I'm not
Okay.
even though it still has some similarities with the other show with Dope Thief.
Hmm.
I still feel like this was it's not like noticeably the same.
Right. Right.
Because they're doing a few different things. Or even though the general premise is they're robbing drug dealers, but this
Right.
one is like pretty much they they fast forward to they give you a lot of backstory as far as the people they robbed. You're finding out why the guy robbed them.
Hmm.
How the FBI is involved. Like I said, it's more drama involved compared to the Apple show. They give you a lot of backstory for everybody compared
Okay.
to the Apple show. You're kind of like on a guessing game. You're
Hmm.
kind of just watching it and just going with emotion rather than not really learning anything about anybody. So,
Right.
and then other show I watched was the Paper. It's a spinoff from The Office. They put out 10 episodes. Just breeze through that real quick. I think each show is like about a half an hour. It's not bad. Has
Yeah,
potential.
I started it. I never I didn't jump back into it though.
Yeah, has potential. I really didn't have anything to watch at the time, so I was like, let's put it on
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
let it go through. So I'm interested to see if how the ratings do as far as once that comes out, if the show gets renewed or not. But it wasn't bad. It was an okay show.
Nice.
And then outside of that, I mean, we got some new movies coming up. We got him coming up this week, so I'll probably check that out.
Hmm.
Um, as far as other new shows, there's nothing really else that came out. Yeah, we did have the Oscars.
Emmys.
Yeah, oh, the Emmy. Sorry.
Yeah.
The pit cleaned up. Trying to think. What was the other show we watched on Netflix with the kid, Adolescence?
Oh, adolescence.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know how they won, man. I did not. I don't know how they won, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. No, I didn't love that. I mean, I thought it had a good premise around it. I just think that it missed the mark for me.
yeah, man. I was like, well, I don't maybe because just the ending. I mean, the kid was a good actor on the show, but I mean, the ending was just pissed me off.
Yeah.
I mean, the pit, like I said, the pit cleaned up. They won best drama. The studio won best comedy series, so they beat out the Bear,
Hmm.
Abbott's Elementary.
Oh,
Um,
the bear goes under comedy.
yeah, man.
That's so weird to
Uh,
me.
well, Adolescent they won for a limited series, so
Yeah.
it wasn't really much in there besides Black Mirror or
Right.
the Penguin. How is the Penguin limited? That's what I don't understand. I feel like the Penguin got snubbed. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, I'm trying to think who else won. That was the main guy from the pit. He won Best Actor.
Okay.
Uh, the girl from Severance, the redhead, she won for Best Actress. The other guy, the black guy from Severance, he won Best Supporting Actor. First black guy
Hmm.
to win Supporting Actor role. Don't think who else. Yeah, Pitt won for Best Actress in a drama. The girl from yeah, I don't. Stephen Graham won for. He beat out Colin Farrell for the Penguin for a limited series. That's ridiculous. The father was barely in the show. That's ridiculous, man. The girl from the Penguin, she did win for Best Actress in limited series, but I heard she's not returning, so I
Yeah.
wonder I wonder direction that they're going with the show. It was just some. I can't believe Adolescent won so much.
Yeah.
Um, and then the studio won a bunch for comedy, but I honestly haven't watched that show, so I'm gonna have to check it out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. They won like 7 awards for freaking Adolescents.
Crazy.
And how did they beat out the Penguin? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I need to see the votes, man. That's what I need to see. Yeah, they won like 5, 7 awards for an all in limited series. But first of all, how is the Penguin limited series? Yeah, I feel like they just
Got a lot of questions.
yeah, I feel like they didn't want to give the Penguin. I don't know, man. It's conspiracy theories all over again, man. Ridiculous. But other than that, wasn't really much else going on out there. I didn't really see any other new movies to watch yet. Um, we still got the same shows coming up.
Hmm.
I think they got a Gen V started this week. I know they put out 3 episodes and then they'll go weekly, so I'll definitely check that out. Um, then shows are slowly starting to come back. So,
Yep.
and then did you guys watch anything new on your end?
Sure. Well, it's not new. It's an old show on Prime. American Rust. Jeff Daniels. just kind of we found like just some like some limited series like 6 episode kind of mystery type dramas. So we've been kind of going through that. There's one, I forget the other one was called, Bell, or I forget. But yeah, just watch some random stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely looking for some other stuff outside of the norm, but looks like by the time I figure that out, all the norm stuff is gonna be back. So
Yeah.
stay the course, man.
hmm
And then that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time.
Till next time, Rich.
I want to thank y'all for rocking out here on the Sports Sidebar Podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on.